into the office and finished my day, because I had no other terms of employment. And then, as my prayers were answered, I got another job. So I went into my supervisor's office and told him a few things. I was sick of his bullying. I wasn't going to lie for him anymore. I work in the same office building now. And every once in a while, I'll see my old boss in the hallway. And when I do, I hold my head high, very erect, and just keep on.
I want to get you thinking about what it is that everyday people are thinking about in their jobs, and maybe what people think about when they go to get a new job. I might say to you, how would you feel if you went to a new school? That might be something that you could relate to. But for yourself, I guess you don't have to answer this if it's too private for you. But what is it that makes you overwhelmed? What is it that makes you frustrated? What is it that makes you think about going to a new school on your most frustrated days? And I want you to think about that for a second. And when you do this, again, we're going to have to do it. I want you to think about every word that comes out of your mouth. I don't want you to think of it as a memorized line, because you've memorized it very well.
In fact, our engagement was settled on the 14th of last February, right here. Worn out by your entire ignorance of my existence, I decided to take matters into my own hands. And after a long struggle with myself, I accepted you. The next day, I went out and bought myself a ring. Oh, and this lover's knot I promised you I'd always wear. You have wonderful taste in jewelry.
To make an interesting choice about however you feel about that ring is important. So think about those things when you do this monologue, about what are the different things that your character has a relationship with.
I've always been interested in girls, but that doesn't mean I can talk to them unless I know them really well. I've always thought girls would like me if they got to know me. You know, that wonderful, sensitive guy I'm convinced I am. I always thought a girl would love me if she got past my sarcasm and my fear of her. This girl got past it all. Her name was Annie Kate Gervais. Isn't that a beautiful name? I let down all the defenses for her. I thought about her every moment. I felt alive thinking about her. On fire. And I was on fire when I was away from her too, but it was a different kind of fire.
Say your name. Say your name again. Start from there.
Her name was Annie Kate Gervais. Isn't that a beautiful name?
What was her name?
Annie Kate Gervais. Isn't that a beautiful name?
Is it? What was her name again?
Annie Kate Gervais.
Think about it.
Annie Kate Gervais.
What's her first name?
Annie.
What's her middle name?
Kate.
What's her last name?
Gervais.
What a hot.
There you go. Oh, you eat dinner with your parents on a regular basis?
Yeah.
You did. So when you eat dinner with your parents, and they maybe talk about their day, have there ever been some times where they've had maybe some difficulties during their day that lead you to believe that they might be a little frustrated with their job?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, like, for example, like what pokes out to you, like maybe recently, your mom, has she ever had as a nurse practitioner, what's the frustrating part about her job?
She has some students who don't follow the directions,
Okay.
so that's really frustrating.
Okay, and Dad, what
His boss calls constantly in the middle of dinner.
in the middle of dinner?
Yes.
That's a good one.
It's really good. You have a lot of homework that you do?
Yeah, I was doing it earlier.
You were? Okay. What's the most frustrating part about that?
The amount.
The amount. Overwhelming?
Sometimes.
Okay. So, I guess it's words like frustrating, overwhelming,
This just she makes you feel awesome. What? That's a relief. Oh, that's awesome. You could be wearing 2 different colored socks. Screw it. I don't care.
Okay.
Angie Gervais.
and the fact that she makes you feel awesome is why you feel so miserable. Okay? What
the single greatest artist that the Midwest has ever seen. I am going to be something astonishing. Just astonishing. A painter, or a writer, or a composer, a conductor, an actress, one of the arts. People will die. Certain people will go into cardiac arrest from the magnitude of my accomplishments.
Let Missouri be the whole world. I'm probably never going to go to the moon because I live in this world. And it's the whole world. And I'm going to see the whole world, and I'm going to be the greatest actor in the whole world. And I will go on tour with SHREK the musical. I will go to London. I will go to Afghanistan. I will heal the pains in this world with my art. And there will be no one that questions it after I stop the war in the Middle East. So that's how great I'm going to be. And this is probably not going to happen as you listen to me mumble and jumble the crazy thing I just said. But I want you to be the person that doesn't think about how it might not happen. It's going to happen, and this is the whole world, and I'm going to be the best at it.
I'm wasting away worrying about the elephants getting shot by poachers so some narcissistic bimbo could wear an ivory bracelet. I go to sleep each night wondering, how does that poor elephant feel? She's got her trunk up in the trees grabbing fruit for her baby, and bam! Mother is
This
hit.
character is very passionate about something, no? When, tell me about this person, her or him.
Her name is Julie. She's 12 years old, and she's poor. And she lives with her father and siblings. All she has to eat is this pot of soup, and it has meat in it. But she's a very devoted vegetarian, and she's trying to explain to her dad.
I'm vegetarian.
She's trying to explain to her father, like, why she won't eat it, why she'd rather starve and go crazy than to eat it.
Okay, so she is convicted. She is steady as rock. She is immovable. I think you need to think of coming from a place of power. There's a lot of pacing back and forth, but you are decided. No, I am not going to eat that soup because I know how that chicken was killed.
Stays calm.
Freeze! As you can see, the scarf makes the outfit.
You look great, darling. You really do. This is my part. You look slim.
I thought this sash would be nice.
I would, yes. I think the hemline on this pants really compliments his eyes. Truly.
We have what, an hour before the judges?